What up? My name is Alex Ramirez. I own Voto Studios. What you guys are looking at right now is my home office setup. We do have an actual building for the company. I'll show you guys that right now. Alright, so we are inside of Voto Studios right now. This is our lot area, so we do a lot of shooting. Right behind me, you're going to see this set. That's for a show called MMA that we do on the actual Voto Studios YouTube channel. We shoot right here. All of those racks back there are for equipment. After the racks, there's some desks on that side, and there's a whole area over here and a couple desks back there. I'll talk more about the building later on in the video. Now back to my house. I follow a lot of other entrepreneurs on YouTube, and I like the videos where they break down how much they make a month, where the revenue's coming from, if they have different streams, you know, how much is that bringing in, how much is this bringing in. And so for anybody who wants to make money with video, I was thinking I'll make this one kind of sharing how I found clients and how much they're bringing in per month. For my video business, I use Wave apps. They have a really cool accounting app. I mean, it's not just for video businesses, it's a free app that anybody can use. I got the app right here, like the invoicing app. I can invoice from anywhere. I can run things from a phone. I can run things from my laptop. I want to do a whole series on a lot of the apps I use to run the business. What are the easiest ways to run a business on the go? I obviously work off a laptop and the phone just so that I could be anywhere. I don't have to be tied down. So I'm going to show you guys the back end right now, and then we're going to see, at least for this year, 2017, how things are going. So now, okay, so this is the back end for Wave. Here is January, February, March, April for this year. And I'll just go month by month. So January, 11,800. February, 10,000. March was like it was the biggest, basically 26,000. And April was 19,000. So now what I want to do is go month by month, at least for the first 3 months, and see where each little bit came from. They're not going to be exact amounts, but they'll give you guys a really good idea of why working from home is going to be easy, because most of my work comes from out-of-town clients. So some clients that I've never met, some clients that I've never even seen a picture of, so I don't even know what they look like. So here's January. In-town work. So anytime I work with a client that I actually met in person, I did a video for them. That was about $1,000. Out-of-town work. So these are clients that I found online somewhere. Out-of-town work was $8,500, about $8,500. So these are people who they either send me footage and then I edit, or they tell me what they want filmed and I'll film it here. I don't necessarily have to film it at their office. I'll film it here and then I'll edit, deliver to them. Selling stuff on eBay. This was like a really fun thing that I was getting into back in December. And I want to make a whole video about the eBay app and like how easy it actually is to make money on the eBay app. I literally just found a bunch of stuff at my house that I could sell, and it was about 2,000 bucks that I made. And I think that was like a week of work for the eBay stuff. I'm horrible at accounting. This is the first time I'm seeing this breakdown, so excuse all the estimates. Alright, so let's go into February. It kind of looks the same. In-town work was just $1,000. So that's people around here. Out-of-town work was $9,000. eBay was $30. So in February, I was already kind of off of the eBay stuff. I was already too busy to be doing any of the product selling. So as you can see, the out-of-town work is once again bigger than the in-town work. And I haven't really done a lot of marketing around here, and I haven't done marketing out of town either. That was just finding people on freelance sites or finding someone posting a job online and just me offering my services. So let's look at March now. And here's one of the reasons why I think March was big. Well, first of all, it was my birthday month. And I knew I had a trip. I was going to go on a trip, so I was probably in more of a money-making mode. But after 2 months, people that I have worked with previously, that I've done videos for previously, they kind of heard that I was back in the game. Here, I had a job for a little while and I was rejecting clients. And then when I quit, I wasn't calling them all back, but slowly as they started reaching out to me, I wouldn't reject them anymore. I'd be like, all right, I'll take your work. There are going to be months where you're a little bit more motivated, but I think what happened when March was there was just a couple of clients that I got that were a little bit higher paying clients. In freelance, if you're not working on retainer, if you're not working on some kind of subscription model for your clients, You know, you're gonna have up months, you're gonna have down months. So that's where the $25,000 a month comes from. So we'll see if we can just keep that going up and up and up, especially with the product stuff, especially with the more creative work that I'll be doing. So one cool thing about the business so far, especially this year, is that it's just been, what's cool about it is that I don't have to depend on a staff. If I have to hire people for a shoot, I can just hire, you know, whatever cameraman, I can hire whatever crew. I'm the one talking to the clients, I'm the one giving them the ideas, kind of my schedule. I could be traveling and doing a lot of this work at the same time. And one big advantage that I had from this is I am working with a YouTube star who was a client that I'll tell you guys how I got the client. The manager reached out to me on a freelance site, and I guess they were going through a bunch of different editors. I edited a video for them, they really liked it. They're like, hey, do you want to do more? So that's been a very good client for me, and they've been consistent. If you can get a client who wants a series going, that's pretty great. If you can have a client who's already putting videos out regularly, and you reach out to them and say, yo, I'll do it, you know, I'll help you out so you can put out more videos, you can put out consistent videos, and you don't have to worry about the editing. That's a smart idea, and it's been very good for me. All right, now, so how do you get clients? That is kind of the easiest part of this whole thing. So that list of things, I'll just put it there. That list is it, like that's the answer to it. So I'll go one by one and just kind of explain a little bit about each. It's as easy as this. Let's say you have 10 friends. All 10 have a job. They're working at some company. One or two of those friends might work at a company with no videos. They might need a video. Another example is this. I just checked my mail right now. You might have these kinds of things in your mail. So these are obviously companies that are paying for advertisement. So it's a local pizza place here in Clovis. Here's a some furniture place in Clovis. They obviously have money to spend on some form of marketing. Do they have a video? Maybe they do, maybe they don't. Even if they have a video right now, maybe they want to update it. Maybe this pizza place did videos about their deals they had 6 months ago. Maybe this furniture place needs an updated video now. So this is a good way to find companies who obviously have money. You got to go out there and find out. So the first thing I want to look at is freelance sites. There's a lot of freelance sites out there. So the way that the freelance sites work is that you go and create a profile, you can put up some examples of your work, and then people will post projects that they need to get done. So maybe they need a logo done, maybe they need a website done, they need a video done. So what you do is filter, I want to see all the video projects, and then you can filter, I want to see all of them that are $1,000 or more. I can see all of them with whatever criteria. You can always filter them. So I'll go into my people per hour account. So here I'm in people per hour, and this is a list of a bunch of jobs that people need to get done in the photo, video, and audio world. This guy needs an app demo needed. That's what he says. Description, I'm looking for someone who can make a 1 to 3 minute video demo of my app to show all the qualities in a professional and appealing format for investors. So a guy who needs an app promo basically for pitches. If he is probably looking for investors, he might already have, you know, a certain round of seed money, so he might be able to pay you, or maybe he has no money right now and is probably going to pay less. So be careful. Sometimes people want videos for like 20 bucks, 50 bucks on these sites. So I'll go to my dashboard. I'm going to look at payments. So people per hour, it says that I earned to date, that I've earned $14,000 from this site. Here's where that number is skewed, because a lot of, I'll say it's half and half. Half of the people that you work with on these sites, you can actually, you know, make them repeat customers and work with them off of the site. And sometimes if you're working on a project, it depends on the client. A lot of before I bill them, I'll ask them, yo, can I send you my own invoice, or do you actually want to go through people per hour? Problem being, a lot of the freelance sites actually take about 20%. They'll take a good chunk of whatever you're supposed to be paid. So, you know, I always try to opt out to get paid through my own channels. Hey, let me send you an invoice, a payable invoice. But sometimes I like to go through people per hour just because it's a lot safer. It's against the site rules. So if they see you going back and forth with the client, like, yo, you want to pay me through PayPal, you might get your account banned. So Craigslist, there are those regular job search sites, then there are video specific job sites. So all of these companies are looking for video work. The thing is, you got to see if they want a one-off, they want to do one project, or if they're looking to bring someone on for their company. Even if a company is looking to hire someone full-time, you can still reach out to them and say, hey, I'll do those videos for you, but I'll just do it as a freelancer. Freelancers cost the company less because they don't have to pay you benefits, and also a lot of times they'll want to hire a video person for about 3 videos. Once those are done, then they really don't know what to do with that person, and you might get laid off, and you went and got a job for nothing. I mean, I've seen that happen. That's why I'm telling you guys this. So if I'm looking at freelance sites or this Craigslist and job search sites, one big thing is, coming in first. There are articles, I'll share some articles a little later, but there's articles, with people who hire on these sites talking about their inbox app. They'll put a project out there, and then they'll get 70 responses. And you can't look at all 70 and kind of give them the same amount of attention. So the first 10, maybe the first 5 are the ones that are going to get the most attention, and most likely someone's going to get hired from that, first early group that submits. With Craigslist, I use a site called IFTTT to get notifications anytime the word video was put out. I'll do a whole other video on apps that I use to keep myself, up to date on who's putting out video requests here and there. So agencies and web design firms, companies like that, these could be gold for a video business because they're working with clients who are, sometimes I'm a retainer for them. They're working with repeat clients, a lot of businesses. And these are businesses that have money to spend on marketing. And a lot of these agencies don't have their own dedicated video team. They might have 1 or 2 people who know about video, but if they want a higher quality video, they have to go out and find it from somewhere. So if you contact them, it could be a repeat source of business for you. One thing to keep in mind though is if it's a good agency, they already have clients who have wanted video work, so they probably connected to maybe 1 or 2 video companies in your area already. But it wouldn't hurt to reach out and just let them know. I recently did a meeting with a local marketing agency who I know works with a friend of mine who does video here as well. And I was able to get them interested in the video. I actually filmed the meeting, so I'll be putting that together in another video. It just never hurts to go out and call them or go out and meet with them, send them an email. And remember, you don't have to just send one. Send them an email. If you don't get a reply, send them another one. If they say, hey, maybe we'll contact you next month with some videos, contact them. Don't be annoying, but persistence will pay off if they have that video work for you. All right, the website. I've only had a few clients come through here, but my biggest client ever came from my website. So I'll tell you guys this whole story, but I gotta be at Votto because this client helped us buy the building. So let's go there now. So one thing to think about is if you were gonna look for some kind of business service, where would you go? Chances are you're gonna ask your friends or you're gonna go to Google. And the way you find things is the way other people find things. So if someone's Googling video production and in your town, is your website going to come up? Are you going to be on that first page of Google? Those are certain things to think about. And I had video production all over. I did animation, so I had animation all over the website. I was driving home from somewhere, and I get a call, and I'm like, hey, what's up? And it was a guy named Spencer, and he was like, hey, we'd like to order some videos from you. And I was like, oh, okay. And he's like, yeah, we'd like to order this certain amount. And it was a huge amount of videos. So I was like, oh, okay. And they wanted 2D animation work. It was a video game that teaches kids about science, so they wanted some cartoon-looking animations. So that ended up being a $100,000 project. And that was us not marketing, that was doing no marketing, just having the website there. They were looking for 2D animation companies in California. And I mean, they were looking at other places as well. We just did better work than some of the other companies at a lower price, and that's why they went with us. So even at $100,000, we were coming in lower than the other companies, which we should have been pricing even that at about $350,000. Now looking back on it, even after the $100,000 contract, knowing the company, I was like, are you guys doing any marketing? Like, you guys have these videos, you guys have like one video as a trailer. Are you guys doing any social media marketing? And they weren't. And I gave them a price, and then we were able to do their social media for them. And that was $15,000 a month for their social media work. I don't do that much social media stuff. This company was a fun one to do social media for because we were able to do little science experiments and give away some cool like physics toys, science toys. So that was a very fun thing to do. I was looking for an office already before they'd even called us, but we were looking to rent somewhere. Then that deal went through, and a couple other things went through, and we were able to buy this place. So we own this restaurant. This is actually a restaurant. What you guys are looking at down here, this is the basement of it. And upstairs, we still haven't fixed upstairs. It still has a lot of the old equipment. There's a kitchen upstairs, and there's rooms way in the back, and there's a garage in the back. It's a very cool building. Anywho, back to my house. To close off the finding clients part, I do want to say I am not a novice to video. I do live action video, I can do animations, and I can do it all myself. I can go and grab templates, but you know, I can go and publish templates myself if I wanted to. Although as a beginner, you can still be making good money with videos. All you need is a good example. You don't need a great video example. You just need a good video example. And here's a kind of a piece of advice that might be bad to give out, but this really helped me. When I was first starting out, I would sometimes promise a client that I could deliver something that I had no clue how to do. So I had clients send me links to other animations that they liked. I would have no clue how to do it. So I would accept the job, I would take their money, and then I would just start watching tutorials on how to get that done. That could be very bad for you because, you know, you might not be able to learn in time, you might not have the chops on that particular software to actually get that piece of work done, but it worked out for me. I was working in After Effects at the time, and my knowledge in After Effects just kept going up and just skyrocketing. And now I can just do whatever I want in that program. Now here are a couple articles that I found helpful. This first one was very, very helpful with the freelance site. It's Hacking Elance, how to make $23,000 in 4 weeks of freelancing online. He did a very cool experiment where he put a project up just to see how other people respond to projects, how other people make proposals. And he saw how all of his competition was making proposals and, you know, found a way to differentiate himself. Very cool article. Then Making Money Building a $1 Million Business. That was a really cool guy from Canada who was talking about just building his business. Sandwich Video, if you don't know Sandwich Video, it's a very cool company from LA. It talks about a cool thing that I've never seen a video company do, which was instead of charging a client up front for the video, they would take some equity from that startup and then produce the video themselves, and then, you know, hopefully the equity would pay way, way more than whatever the cost of the video would have originally been. And Going Down in the DM. Goes down in the DM. It go down. That one's by DailyVee. It's just a video talking about, you know, reaching out to people on Instagram. It's just about reaching out and asking for work, seeing who needs it and giving them value. So I do want to make more videos about pricing, client meetings, doing a video from start to finish, equipment, software, video tutorials. This video should be enough for, you know, someone to go get started and going out to get video work. It's really not that hard, and don't think that you're tricking a business into paying you for video work. When you're an artist, a lot of times it's tough to make that sale, right? Tough to go out and ask somebody to give you money for something that seems easy to you, but what you're doing is really giving these people value, because video is the best marketing tool out right now, and every business wants video. Every single business wants video, so you're really giving every single company something very valuable when you make a video for them, so it's worth a lot of money to them. If you guys have any questions, ask me. Let me know if you'd like to see a video on a specific topic, and I can get it for you guys. If you guys start looking for clients right away, just, you know, let me know if you guys got a client or not. So I hope that was helpful for at least one person out there. So I hope you guys like and subscribe. Peace.